Greetings. This is Scholar on the Scene. What's current? It's finally here, Super Bowl Sunday. Um, I just thought about hip hop. I mean, this is an extraordinary night for hip hop. The first solo act, specifically said as a hip hop star, as a rap act. Kendrick Lamar will be taking the stage. He will be gracing the stage as the what is it still the Superdome? I guess it's still the Superdome. It's just owned by Mercedes anymore, I don't think. But it'll be in New Orleans. And hi man, what's going on, Parson? Make sure you tell somebody to subscribe. Get subscriptions up. Matter of fact. Put that in there. Right. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be extraordinary. But I had a question. It's against Philadelphia and it's against Kansas City. I mean, it's not even funny. It's not even a game when you look at how many rappers have come out of the womb of Philadelphia. It's like dozens. It's like you can't even begin. I could begin naming them, and I'll be ending, an hour or 2 hours later. But Kansas City, very few rappers come from Kansas City. These are just a few from Kansas City. Mac Lethal, Cut Calhoun, I guess Soleil, Chris Calico, Scatterman, Ron, Big Scoob, Sleazy World Go. I think I just recently heard from him. E. Reese, Chris Cobbins, Kemet Coleman, Mac Dre was from the Bay. I don't know where they got Mac Dre is from. Maybe he was born in Kansas City. Hovey and Fat Tone and D-Lock the Gill God. And of course, the one that you probably have heard of, Tech Nine, not the deceased Philly rapper Tech Nine that passed away a few years ago, but Tech Nine, the independent rap artist who made millions of dollars away from the major labels. He did it by touring. He did it by pressing up his own, at the time, tape CDs and albums. I don't think he signed anybody still. I think he's still independent. I'm pretty sure. Let me see. He is signed to Strange, RBC, J Core, Interscope. He was signed to a major label, Interscope, Quest, Perspective, A&M, and Warner Bros. So now he must be signed to a major label. But there was a long period where he was, signed to an independent label. But one of my other questions was, where are all, what happened to the Philly rappers? I mean, sadness. It's like Schoolie D should be way more famous than he is. He should be way more prominent. He essentially, not essentially, he very much made gangster rap. Even Ice-T had to say he bit off of him, to create his line from PSK. So he should have more exposure. There's Beanie Siegel and Cassidy, were both in legal drama, and one was in a car crash, the other one was shot and lost part of his vocal cords. That was Beanie Siegel. The car crash was with Cassidy. And then you just have a whole lot of different weird careers. Like, there are a few spots that that are shiny, like Meek Mill, and going back a few years, Eve, and then fast forwarding again a few years, Lil Uzi Vert. These have been successes. They have been successes over, bona fide hits, strong album sales. But that's not the main thing. It's the significance of their ability. That's what I'm talking about. And it's the sadness of the fact that something happened with label drama, which caused them to not be able to be able to foster the career that they probably wanted to. I can give you a list. There's Petey Crack or Petey. There's there's Oskino and Sparks, um, Emilio Sparks and Oskino. There's I guess you can count Gilly the Kid, if you really want to, even though he transformed his whole game like Joe Budden did, and he took it from rapping to doing podcasts or broadcasts. One of my there's this whole list. Let me see. I had it written down. I had it. I have a few of them written down. Philly. So Bahamadia. What's going on with her? What happened to her? She got Freeway. Another example, Freeway. AR Ab, Tierra Whack, Young Chris. PNB Rock sadly passed away. That's what's sad. I didn't know Kaya was from Philly. I didn't know that. Kaya, she had like that one hit song, My Neck, My Back. Gilly the Kid, they said on here. So there's a few names just to drop, but what happens to Philly rappers? What goes on in their pathway to stardom, to superstardom, to mega stardom? What is it that everybody can name a rapper from Philly, but can they stick around? Do they have lasting power? Do they have the ability to convey a message over decades and still be relevant or a factor or both? Is that possible? In today's world, that's the only thing I want to know. I just want to know that. I just want to see Philly rappers thrive and prosper. That's what I want to see. It's a shame because it's just like jazz musicians. Who can name a jazz musician besides Miles Davis and John Coltrane and Dizzy Gillespie and Art Blakey and Art Tatum and Max Roach? Nobody talks about them like that anymore. They should be talked about as they should be, as if they were living. I mean, all of them I think aren't dead. I don't know if Art Blakey is. I can't remember. But that's a point. That's a good point. Why do we not know who these legends, these magnificent legends, these great people, these great men and women who have been on the musician's journey and have come out on top in a way, but people just seem to forget them. They don't really realize who they are till they're in a movie or something like that. Then it blows up like, oh. But also, I neglected to say Willard Smith, otherwise known as the Fresh Prince, otherwise known as Will Smith, who's dedicated his life now to acting more so than rapping, even though he just came out with a new single. But he's definitely from Philly. He's from West Philadelphia. But for the most part, though, it's just like tragedies have befallen rappers, or they didn't really experience the fullness of their potential. I'm gonna go to a. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna go to. I'm going to this one. I'm trying to go to it. This one. Percent. Pow! There you go. The brief, exciting run of Philly's Most Wanted. The Southwest Philadelphia duo brought Beanie Siegel to Rockefeller and were on equal footing with the Clips in the early 2000s, but faded away as quickly as they rose. That is like seemingly the pathway of many rappers from Philly. They got great skill. They got great talent. They have everything going for them. They may not possess the business sense for the industry. They know the business sense on the street, but for industry wise, they don't. They may not have a clue. They may not have the clear picture. So that's something that has to be accounted for. That definitely has to be accounted for because who knows what could have been, what should have been. We'll never know what really should have been with Philly's Most Wanted. And I really like the song. They are catchy. They had the bop and this is back in the early days. I talk about my old days, rocking in my chair. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, yeah, whippersnapper. Um, but I remember BT and MTV. I was locked on both channels. I go right back. I would switch from it was channel 31 and 33 in Delaware, in Newark, Delaware, in my room. It was channel 31 and 33. I remember that vividly. MTV was 31 and BT was 33. They kind of lumped like similar channels together in a package. That was back in the day when they had scrambled porn on the thing. You're like, is that an elbow? What is that? I don't understand what that is. What is that? Is that her teeth? Is that what is it? And then sometimes it would come in clear. Sometimes it came in clear for World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE. Events, and you could watch the whole show. You just get lucky, you just watch the whole show. But you can't do that anymore. Those days are long gone. But I've strayed away from my point. Philly's Most Wanted had a video. The song was called I think it was Cross the Border. It was Will You Cross the Border, Mama? It was essentially saying like sending these females out on a Philly rappers are satanic. Philly rappers are bombarded by the satanic ideology of killing people of color. Ooh, I like what Harlem Hayes is saying. Philly rappers are satanic. Salute to Harlem Hayes. Salute to you, sir. I appreciate that kind of rhetoric. Very, very informed sounding. You seem like you are very schooled to the game. Salute to you. Okay. So this is the microcosm of most rappers and from Philly. Like even Beanie Siegel. Beanie Siegel made millions. He made millions of dollars. I think Freeway made millions of dollars. I think Petey Crack at least made like $250,000 to $500,000, something. I don't know exactly. I'm not trying to pocket watch everybody, but I'm just saying people were successful. And Jay-Z had is it a predilection? A predilection, if I'm saying that right. He had a connection with Philly somehow. Like he wanted these Philly cats to come into Rockefeller, and then at the time it was starting to turn towards New York again for Harlem when the Diplomats came in, and at the same time it was like a mixture of the Philly and the Harlem Diplomats, and it was like it was a very combustible combination, and we obviously know what happened to the Rockefeller dynasty after that, but yeah, so Philly's Most Wanted is like the poster child or the poster. They're the poster children for what happened to Philly rap over the past 10, 20 years. And it's a shame because they're so talented. I mean, and some of them died, like Tech Nine, not the Tech Nine I'm about to talk about with the Kansas City, but the Tech Nine battle rapper. He passed away a few years ago. He was very funny. He was one of those cats that had the funny. He kept the crowd laughing. That's one of the main things you want to do. Keep the crowd engaged in what you say. And oh, and you don't want to hear a whoopsie. You want to hear oh. You want to hear ha 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 ha. That's what you want to hear. You want to hear your lines being landed with laughs and everything like that. So that was Tech Nine. Tech Nine had a skill for that. He definitely had a knack for that. But Philly's Most Wanted is the absolute, poster children for what happens to Philly rappers. I don't know what happened. Like I said, there's people as famous and as rich as Lil Uzi Vert. He went diamond. I don't think he has to worry about anything for the rest of his life. Once you go diamond on anything, a single, album, it doesn't matter. When you drop my every day, I drop my mixtape. Harlem Hayes Dimebags asking when you dropping your mixtape. I'm dropping this is a current mixtape right now. This is my mixtape right now. Yeah, I'm be selling it out of my trunk of my car, out of my trunk of my dad's car. He's got a Buick. So Bumbleclock says that Tech Nine battle rapper was a creep. Are you talking about from Philly? Are you talking about that? Are you that Tech Nine, the one I'm talking about right now? I'm talking about Tech Nine later on. Are you talking about the rapper who passed away? Please tell me why he was a creep, Bumbleclock. Just let me know why he was a creep, and we'll go on from there. I'm gonna try to show the video, but this is my whole point. Oh my god, I totally strayed away. But the whole point I was saying was how they had a video with these very beautiful women with props of work, the good, the stuff taped to their waist, and they're saying like they're at the airport and they're trying to go past customs, and BT didn't air the video. That was at a time where it was like you got to get your song on BT and MTV. You got to get them in heavy rotation on there, or your single will flop. It won't go anywhere. Your album will flop, and that's exactly what happened with Philly's Most Wanted. Their album didn't go past 69 on the top 200. The battle rapper unalived himself. Oh, whoa! To avoid prison for PDF charges. I did not know that. Wow, thank you for the research. I just thought he was a funny guy. I didn't know he unalived himself. Good God. Rapper Tech Nine's death was a suicide, says coroner. Wow. Oh my, here we go. On March 25th, the day after, all these goddamn ads. The day after his death, the 32-year-old Germantown resident had been scheduled for an arraignment hearing in Philadelphia's Court of Common Pleas on charges of child pornography, indecent assault, indecent exposure, and corruption of minors. According to court documents, Mickens Tech Nine's real name, had been arrested on January 5th following allegations that he had assaulted the daughter of his girlfriend. Wow, that just got darker. I'm talking about a dark subject, but that just got darker. Thank you very much, Bumbleclad. Salute. I see you, Bumbleclad. Wow, salute. Damn, I didn't even realize it was like that. I just was like, oh well, he died. Niggas die every day, B. I didn't realize it was like story behind it. Damn, coroners, ruled it as a suicide because he was about to pay the piper. I guess that's what happened. Don't be afraid to put the pistol in your mouth. I don't know how he got out of here, but don't be afraid to put the pistol in your mouth. That's what the great Mr. Troy Star Terrain says. Don't be afraid to put the pistol in your mouth if it gets too sticky. It got sticky for him. Wow. Whew. Man, I didn't even realize all that. That was crazy. But yeah, so that's just he could be another microcosm for Philly rappers. Not in that extent, but just that he never really achieved the level of stardom or greatness that, people like Conceited did. Conceited was on TV. He was on God damn it, Wildin' Out with Nick Cannon, among other shows. But like he could have popped off. He could have did something great, but instead he went the wrong route allegedly, and that's a sad situation. It's just like all Philly rappers. It's a sad situation. Schoolie D all the way up to Will Smith smacking Chris Rock in the face. Like, what is up with Philly rappers? and look what happened with Tech Nine. Tech Nine. I'm not gonna call him Tech Nine anymore. I'm gonna call him Mickens. I'm gonna call him Mickens. Let me see where I got. Where did I get? God damn it! Where did I get that from? Akeem Mickens. That was his name. Wow. He died from an overdose of a common ingredient in over-the-counter medicines, according to Philadelphia Magazine. Mickens was pronounced dead on March 24th at Holy Redeemer Hospital just outside Philadelphia. He was 32. God damn. Now I'm real. I thought he was like 38. I was like, God damn, I'm about to be 37. And he was 32. God damn. What the hell? That is ridiculous. That's crazy. I'm going to try to find a video, though, for that. Let me see. I know this one. See how the females going around the table. They got work, strapped on cleats right there, sitting at the table. And they're just rapping in the airport. This video was banned from BET. It was totally banned. They're like, oh no, we can't have that. And these people that are watching them have these they call them Xbox Live headsets on. See, they're bagging up, they're putting the work on their bodies. Yeah, but that's just an example. It's just an example. It's just an example. So yeah, so Philly rappers are, it's like here or there, because I mean it's like any real rappers, New York, look at New York, I mean DMX is dead, Big Pun is dead, Biggie Smalls is dead. A lot of people died from different areas, but they made impacts that were humongous. Biggie, DMX, I mean so many, Prodigy. I mean I can go on and on. These huge names from New York, people from the West Coast, Mac Dre, Tupac. Well, Tupac is what, New York, Baltimore, and parts of California. But you know what I mean? Though, like it just seems that Philly didn't, even if they achieved some levels of success, they might have charted top 40 out, video, or top 40 single, top 40 best rap track or something like that. They didn't seem to crack that level. They didn't seem to crack the glass in the elevator. It didn't seem like they cracked it. They just like stagnant or did something terrible, like committed suicide. It's very serious. And he had all those charges against him. I would too. There is no God, but thank God I don't have those charges on me. I would never have any of those charges in the first place. But yeah, so that was Micken. That was Akeem Micken. Let's just distinguish Akeem Micken from Tech Nine. Tech Nine is the former independent rapper, Now he's with a major label, as far as I know, um, or at least once was with a major label at some point during his career. But I always understood he was an independent artist thoroughly and through. Like, he made like $9 million. That's a lot of money. I mean, he $9 million out industry, and I think he has all his publishing and his masters. So that's pretty extraordinary. You have to give him credit for that. But I'll get to that later. Got a few minutes left before I talk about that. Yeah, so never was big on Tech Nine. Yeah, I never was either. I always disrespect. I just, saluted him. I said, that's pretty cool that he's doing his independent thing. I salute to that. And I never was big on Tech Nine either. I can't name. I could look up. It'd be easy to look up, a Tech Nine song. He's got Strange Music Incorporated. That's what I remember him from. Strange Music Incorporated. Not these deals with Warner and stuff like that. But he made like maybe even more than $9 million. He made like 9 to 10 or maybe even more, just by doing it all by himself. So he's doing a lot of work. He does pretty much a lot of work. Yeah. I'm not too keen on, I'm trying to look for his albums. What were some of his albums? Discography. Okay, here's his studio albums: The Calm Before the Storm, The Worst, Angelic, with Hell in the word, Absolute Power, Every Day. All I remember is Killer. When that first came out, he was in the straight jacket and like laying down like Michael Jackson in his own Thriller. KOD, All Sixes and Sevens, Something Else, Special Effects, The Storm, Planet, Nina, Interfere, Asinine, Bliss. That came out almost 2 years ago. So he has a body of work, and he has collaboration albums, but he's not on the charts. So I guess he's still not. Okay, strange. That's it. Strange music. I see that. Strange music, but he said his former labels were Warner Brothers and a few others. Interscope, Quest, A&M, Perspective, The Regime. So that could transition me into my next part. You two people love Tina. Salute to Dot Focus in the building right now. Salute. I think that's true. I think that is true. I think that is true. Yeah, people want YouTube. He gets his video counts. I know he gets a video count. Hey, he could have one video that goes to maybe 2 million views, but he'll probably get more out of that than what most rappers would on here. Max Vision Film and Media Company. I will say all this at one time. Let me see if it works. Let me see if I can do it. Max Vision. Messing up. Film and Media Company. Salute. Thorazine Sundays. I don't take Thorazine. I never had Thorazine. Salute to you, sir. Salute. But yeah, so coming down to the last few seconds, want to talk about Philly's Most Wanted, Cassidy, Freeway, Petey Petey. They may have their side hustles here and there, but they'll never achieve the same amount of. They'll never be on a Super Bowl stage. That's all I'm saying. They never will be. There may be one for Lil Uzi Vert might be come out tonight even, but as far as anyone else, it's not happening. All right, Kansas City. I read all the names. I didn't know who they were or what they were about or anything. Didn't have any clue what they were. I have no clue. I have nothing. I have no clue who these people are. The only person that stood out was Tech Nine. I'm not talking about Mickens, the battle rapper who offed himself because of charges against his name. But I'm talking about Tech Nine. His name is Yates, I think. Let me make sure. Get his name. Aaron Dantes Yates. Yeah. He has sold over 2 million albums, and his music has been featured in film, television, and interactive media. So he only sold. See how crazy the whole industry is. He's made way more money than $2 million. He's made, like I said, I from reports I heard earlier, he's made over $9 to at least $18 million or something like that. $2 million albums. Shoot, that's he could have sold. He didn't have to sell that many. He didn't have to sell 2 million. He would have to. He had his own independent. Do you understand the difference between selling 2 million albums and getting maybe 60 cents on those 2 million albums? Yeah, you'll have like 900 or a million point two or something like that. But he was getting like $7 or $8 out of the $14 or $12 of those albums, those full albums. So that was amazing. That still is amazing to me. That's extraordinary. That's great. So I think that is, a lesson plan for a lot of these people. People just coming in and get, let me get that 360 deal. Oh, let me get that deal. Oh yeah, let me get in here and say, I'm a rapper and I'm a content creator and I'm interactive and I'm doing all these things at one time. Like, excuse me, I might go away for a little bit, but all this, Tech Nine, he has, Kansas City on the map. Kansas City has the Chiefs, it has Kansas City Royals, and I think they have the Kansas City Soccer League, but they don't have a basketball or a hockey leagues. I don't think. Not that I understand. They may have minor league basketball or hockey leagues, but not majors. But anyway, yeah. So Tech Nine is paid. Don't think, he only sold 2 million out of all those albums. No. Think of it like this: if he sold 200,000 of one album, you would think, that's a brick. He even sold 500,000. No, he took like if the price of the CD at the time where CDs were sold, if the price of the CD was like $12, he would probably get $7 out of all that. Most rappers will get, like, they would call it a point system. It would be like you have like 1 point or 2 points, $1 or $2 off of your album. He'd probably get like $7 or $8 off an album because he was independent. He had Strange Music Incorporated. So I think that is a testament to a brilliant music mind and a brilliant business mind. And he found his way. I mean, white kids love Tech Nine. I mean, that he's like, and black kids too. Weirdo black kids. I love weirdo black kids. I myself could be considered a weirdo black kid, but I'm not black. But you know what I mean. But yeah. So he had a whole idea of how to structure the game, and plus his music has been featured in videos, music, games, video games, TV shows, films. So he's getting bread off of all of that. And I'm sure he owns I'm guessing. I don't know. I don't know the exact figures, but I'm guessing he owns the masters and the publishing rights. Because that's what it really makes sense. When you have the master recording and you license it out to somebody that's making a TV show or somebody that's making a movie or has a video game, that's awesome. He has that reach too. He has a base of fans, like rabid fans, like Doc Focus said, YouTube white. Oh, not YouTube. Oh, got you. Okay. Doc Focus said white people. Okay, I got you. I thought he said YouTube, But I think that's true too. I think both of them are true. I think on YouTube it is popular for him to have a presence, and white people. Like I said, I didn't even know that he was saying that, but we coincided. White people love his music because it has that rock edge to it. It's got that some people call it demonic. I don't call it demonic. I just think it's exploratory. Yeah, it's a different kind of way of exploring different topics. So yeah, so where are all the Kansas City hip hop stars? Where are they? Why is only Tech Nine the only one that I can even fathom has a decent career? They may be living out the side of a barn or something like that, or busking in the streets, rapping in different ciphers or something like that. But there's hardly any Kansas City rappers other than Tech Nine. Why is that? Where are they? None of my dope selling felony catching homies is bumming T9 respectfully. Yeah. I mean, just saying it respectfully. That's the truth. Nobody's really bumping Tech Nine like that, except for the white people. But yeah, so okay, let me see. I don't know if I can. Let me see. I can't. Let me see. I have to go to the YouTube to get the link. One moment, please. Let me see. Okay, I got the link. Okay. This is you, Dot Focus. I see you. This is what I like to see when it comes. It says live. It says when Dot Focus is live, I'll be like, okay, I'm in there. I'll be in there sometimes. I can't go all the time because I can't. Sometimes I'm not on at the same time as you. When you're on, I try to be on there as much as I can. Salute to you. Appreciate it. I got that link. I couldn't open it up in StreamYard, but I got the link. So yeah, white. And now I understand. I'm a little slow. I thought I was like, oh yeah, YouTube. Yeah. I don't know, white. My dumb ass, right? But yeah, so I mean, Kansas City. What is Kansas City bump? I mean, I think I think they asked the players. They asked them like, well, "Who's your favorite Kendrick Lamar and SZA collaboration, stuff like that." They're not asking, "What was your favorite Tech Nine album? Which one of his studio albums is the greatest?" Like, they didn't ask that. They asked about Kendrick Lamar. He's going to be performing tonight. That's what it is. I mean, that would have been spectacular if Tech Nine could perform. If he could perform, if he could go out on that stage, could you imagine? That would be something. Like if Kendrick should play TV off. What do you should play with the TV off or something? What do you mean? But anyway, if he brings out Tech Nine and like Lil Uzi Vert or something like that, that would be insane. Have Philly versus Kansas City rappers or something like that. The hottest rapper, because Lil Uzi Vert can sell out some stadiums. He could definitely sell them out. He could definitely do that on his own. He has the power. He has the mic. Now he's got a song called TV Off. Oh, okay. Free SPM. What's free SPM? HGWM. Free South Park Mexican. Free. Why do I know that name? Hold on. South Park Mexican. Free South Park. I heard him before. He's from Houston. And he has child sexual assault cases. Whoa, we're not going there, sir. We're not saying free him. No. That's not how we're going. His projected release date is April 8th, 2047. Hell to the no. I don't know about no free nobody's. That's not happening. Ain't no free SPM over here. Sorry. You gotta go. You gotta go elsewhere. We can't say free. R.I.P. Biggie Smalls. TV offers one of Kendrick's song. Okay, gotcha. I'm not even up on all Kendrick songs, to be honest with you. I don't think I've heard. I think I heard like his albums like one time. Like I think I heard Good Kid, Mad City, Damn. Before that, To Kill a Butterfly, To Pimp a Butterfly. The trolls are here. Yes, they are. Free Lil Bing. Lil Bing. What is Lil Bing got? Is a PDF who got a kid pregnant. Yeah, that's definitely We're not discussing him at all in any way, shape, or form. No, we are not. Somebody got a wrench. You know, we can slow down. You can do whatever you got to do. If you got a wrench, Dot Focus has got a wrench. You can do whatever you got to do to see what happens. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I don't sit down people. I don't put people in timeout. I don't ban them from the chat. I don't do any of that. I let you guys speak freely until my moderators come in and they take care of business. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, so I think with Tech Nine, and let's be clear, not Mr. Mickens, not the deceased battle rapper with the porno charges, child porno charges. Tech Nine, Yates, I'll say him, Yates. He is an example. I don't understand why it's not widespread. He came from nowhere. What is Kansas City? Kansas City, Missouri is a great place to be. However, it's like Delaware. It's like, do you really know? I mean, it's not even like Delaware. Delaware is much worse, but Kansas City is among other things, is like, it's a flyover state. It's like you visit there, and you're like, oh, let me get some barbecue, you know, and then, all right, I'm good. All right, that was cool, you know. And of course, there's other artistic venues, and there's business, centers and things of that nature. I understand that. I know that. But let's be clear. Let's not like kid ourselves. It's not like Philly, New York, LA. Philly's not even like Philly. Philly's like, I want to be New York, but it can't be. Okay? So that's the reality of it. Tech Nine is a template. Tech Nine is a template for how you get this money in this game. That I think he's eating off a lot of it. Yes, okay, HEMW, RIP Nipsey Hussle, but you spelled the name wrong, so be careful. So with Tech Nine, it's kind of like it's more of a better understanding of what it means to come out of nowhere, come out of absolutely nowhere. I mean, like I said, in the hip hop sphere, Kansas City is nowhere. This is what it is. It's a fact. I can't sugarcoat it. That's what it is. And he made it like, so in a sense, like, let me try to see if I can get like $10 million or $15 million or $20 million. I don't know how much money he has. I can look it up and say the BS sites. Tech Nine. Tech Nine's net worth in 2023 was over $20 million. And he sold 2 million albums. What does that tell you? What does that say? He has sold over 2 million albums, but he's worth, allegedly, according to different sources, he's worth over $20 million. Because he tours, he has his own label and brand endorsements. Name is synonymous with independent hip hop. This is coming from Hot New Hip Hop. Is known for his fast rapping style and vibrant performances, and that's all you need. You have to have a gimmick. You have to have, some kind of personality. You have to have character. You have to have all these things mixed up, bottled up. You shake it, and you just spray it all over the place. Pause. But that's what he did. It's almost like, what, you're scratching your head because he's got like 20 not 20, but he has like multiple albums, and it says he only sold 2 million, but he's got 20 million. How does that even equate? How does that even fit? How do you even do the math on that? Oh, he was independent. Oh, he made his own money. Oh, he was able to do that. Oh, I get it now. Andretti says you have to have a small black hat. Why do I have to have a small black hat? Why is this, Andretti? You have to have a small. Who we talking about, big nigga? You got to rent so I can talk to you. We're talking about. Well, I hope you've seen the title. The title is "Do Philly rappers have bad karma?" And where are all the Kansas City hip hop stars? So I split it up for the Super Bowl tonight. Philly versus North Carolina, Kansas City. What was a joke? We talking about it was a joke. What was a joke? What was the joke? I missed it. I missed the joke. But HDMW, all you got to do is subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, HDMW, before you do anything. As long as you're posting, that's cool. But make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you put your respect on my name. I appreciate that. Oh! What you said was a joke. See, I'm slow. I'm slow. I'm slow. It was a joke. So you do know what I'm talking about. Okay, good. Yeah. So just to point out, this is possible, kids. You don't have to run to a major. I mean, that's what the kids are figuring out anyway. SoundCloud rap. You put your music right on streaming services. Put your music on YouTube. Put it on and not even for the execs, just for yourself. Build your own. Like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, get off the plantation, build your own nation. And that's what I'm doing. I'm building my own nation. Philly rappers are they own bad karma. AR-Ab destroyed herself. Meek Mill destroyed herself. But he's still rich. Benny Siegel chose the streets. You gotta talk about Cassidy. Eve is cool because she got married to a billionaire, as far as I understood. You got to think about Petey. You got to think about Oskino and Owen Sparks, Oskino and Emilio Sparks, Young Chris, Young Neef. I mean, so many people, especially in the Rockefeller camp, that didn't go anywhere, beyond their former stations. But I do agree with you, yeah. But you have to explain a little bit. And Lil Uzi on some transgender, yeah, he's got some ways. But I'm not going to knock him for being transgender. That's just his choice. It's not my choice. That has nothing to do with my business. So that's his life. If he wants to be transgender, all he wants, he can be Mrs. Uzi Vert. What's his real name? What's his government? Lil Uzi. His real name is Samir Bizzle Woods. So Samir Woods. I think it's Basil. But he looks like Young Thug in this picture from 2018. But anyway, he went diamond. So he's good. He's good. He went diamond. Plus his other albums went platinum, I believe. And he tours. That's the thing. People get lazy. People get lazy. I'll just keep it, together on this type level. It's not that serious, whatever. He hit number 1 on the Billboard charts. Their album earned 400 million U.S. streams in its first week, which was the 4th largest streaming debut at the time of its release. This is Eternal ATAC, or ATAC. 4 years ago, almost. Be 4 years next month. Let me see the certifications. 3 times platinum, 3 million units sold. Of those 3 million, though, this is what I'm talking about with Tech 9. Of those 3 million, how much of it went to Lil Uzi Vert? What was it in marketing, planning, and went into creation of the rollout? All that has to be accounted for. So when you say, "Oh my, yeah, he made 3 million, he sold 3 million albums." Oh my God, how much of that did he take home? Maybe maybe like 1.2, 1.3, maybe. I'm just saying, Tech Nine has the clearer picture, and if he can blow up even bigger, he can probably be like a billionaire. Because the way he has his independent label locked down, that could translate into other things beyond just TV, film, and music, and movies. It's amazing. Okay, I'm talking about the mainstream artists out of PA. Most of them state property artists were a tax write-off. Ooh, that's probably, that sounds true. That sounds right. It was like they're paying them just to say, look, we paid these people, and don't take too many of our taxes off, because we pay PDPD, we pay Beanie Siegel, we pay Freeway, we pay Oskino, we pay Young Neef, we pay Young Chris, like we played Emilio and Oskino. They're paid, okay? So look at our tax. I can see that. Jay-Z was taking them Philly Boys records and making them his own. Facts. I think that's facts. And it's not. It's alleged facts. Hi, Jax. Did you tell somebody to subscribe? How do you feel about Ye? We're not going to talk about. Nope, not going to talk about him. I'm not going to talk about him until he apologizes to the Jewish community and to the FBA community. He has tarnished both names, and he is terrible and a horrible human being. He was my hero for like 2 years. Then he fell way off. Then he came back and was my hero again. Then he fell off, and he fell way, way, way off. So I'm not even dealing with him anymore. I'm dealing with Ye, as they call him now. I'm not dealing with Ye. So I'm not doing any stories about him until he does a complete about face and apologizes with full, credits to a yeshiva. Until he credits a Black History Museum. He has to do some serious heavy lifting. He canceled. I'm deleting all his music. I see, that was a joke. Because I actually still like his music. I try not to listen to the streaming music. I like listening on the CD player. So it's really kind of supporting him. Are you familiar with Christian? You have to give me more information. That sounds very familiar. Christian. Is that in fashion, or is that like a female or a male or a rapper? I'm not. Christian sounds very. That sounds very familiar, Andretti. But I'm not sure. I'm not 100%. They had a song on Rockefeller called "Full of Smoke." Christian. Kanye, well, Ye is Team Free Diddy. Yeah, he is. I'm on Free Diddy too, but for different reasons. And until he's fully cleared of all his charges, which I don't think will be. I think his goose is cooked, as they say. I got 5 people in here. I'm not mad. I don't know how many likes, but it's probably up there. What song was dope? I don't know. You said that song was dope, Andretti. I don't know what you mean. I don't know which one you're talking about. What song was dope? Is Diddy innocent or not? Diddy is innocent right now. As far as the American judicial system is concerned, Diddy is innocent. He's just in custody. That's the difference. He's not free. He's not liberated, but he's not guilty. He's not found guilty in a court of law yet. So he's definitely innocent. Which is weird to say, but it's the truth. Jax edits. And have you told somebody to subscribe or not? I can tell. Trust me. It's Full of Smoke by the group Christian. Full of Smoke. Never heard that, to be honest with you. I've told some to subscribe. Well, make sure that they do subscribe, because you obviously haven't. I can tell. I've lost a subscriber since. I'm at 954 right now. I'm trying to get to 1,000. I gotta get these 1,000 subscribers. I come this far by a reason, and I ain't turning back now. I'll send the link in the comment. Okay, you do that. I'm still looking for it though. 955. What is 955? Okay, hold on. Hold on a second. I gotta go to my live stream on here. Let's see. Okay, here it is. Because I'll try to do the Super Bowl, but I can't, use the third party system anymore. I'll do like I did with the Christian Full of Smoke. Wow, Christian Vivo. Rockefeller Records. Wow, I totally forgot about Christian. I remember oh god damn, what's his name? There was a singer, Rel. I remember Rel. Rel was on Rockefeller, but I forgot about Christian. Because of the Super Bowl. Is Kendrick gonna play not like us? I'll be surprised if Kendrick plays not like us, because everybody's expecting, come on, nigga, you gonna play not like us. And if he does, he's in a catch-22 situation. If he plays not like us, it's like everybody like, we expected that, that's corny, that's whack. And then if they say, no, we're not gonna play it. And he said, why? Why not? That's a hit. That's the biggest hit. That's the biggest hit of your life. What are you talking about? It won you 5 Grammys. What are you doing? What are you talking about? So he's in a position. So I just can't wait to see. I really can't wait to see. It's probably gonna be sung by like a blind choir or something. It's gonna be like a Jewish choir or something like that, or like a Roman Catholic choir of little boys or something like that. Pause. But it's gonna be a shot at Drake or something like that for A minor. He's gonna do something crazy like that. I know it's gonna be something wild. It's gonna be something wild. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. I hope it is something wild like that. just a group of young girls, 14 and under, up on stage, and then they sing A minor. What's for free, Andrew? I don't know. Who's going to play it at last? Who's going to play it last? I don't know. SZA, a born performer. She doesn't dance. Well, that's the same thing with Mariah Carey. She doesn't dance. She does theatrics with her voice. That's the main thing. That's her main draw. That's what keeps her together. Hopefully he brings out Tyler. Yeah, that's been a rumor. He's bringing out Tyler, the Creator. It's a rumor. Definitely a rumor. But I say this Super Bowl is going to be something that we've never seen before. A hip-hop act is going to be the main attraction, not just a sidebar, not just a somewhat, not just a kind of, sort of, but a true and only figure. He may bring out who he wants to. He could bring out Tyler, the Creator. He could bring out Snoop Dogg, Nelly, 50 Cent, and Soulja Boy, just to troll everybody. He could bring out Elon Musk. That's all right. Ain't he all right? Ain't he all right? Ain't he all right? No. Did you see? I did see the Apple interview. Will the Super Bowl get Jay-Z to step down? No, it will not. Kendrick should bring out Diddy. That will be amazing. All right, so this has been real. I had fun. Thank you very much for tuning in. I will see you maybe later on today discussing the Super Bowl. Take care.